Tu tournes.
Happy kids.
Doucement, oulala.
Happy family. And Gregory Grand had just moved his wife, son, and daughter into a beautiful new home out in Katy.
It was a dream, yeah. It was a dream.
But soon his dream was full of holes.
You need to send me quickly a professional. I'm a little bit scared, lad, now.
Within 3 months of moving into a $700,000 home built just for them by Highland Homes.
And at Highland Homes, it's how trust is built.
The house was making them sick. We've been exposing the epidemic of moldy homes all across the Houston area.
On va se laver les dents. Allez. On dit bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
On the inspection report, there's still quite a few things that need to be done.
Elia and Gregory Grand were first-time homebuyers, and they tried to keep up with the construction in the neighborhood called Cane Island.
So once insulation gets installed, we have another round of inspectors.
They even made checklists to make sure the problems they caught were being fixed by Highland Homes before they finalized the deal.
So we're on number 21.
They celebrated a joyous Christmas in their new home.
The whole thing of having your own home, and the kids were so happy because they had finally they have their own rooms and they were so happy.
But that happiness faded quickly after just 3 months. Gregory's dad passed away in France, and when they returned to Katy just 2 weeks later, more grief.
After my father in France, and you come back here, and your home.
The house was being literally eaten right before their eyes.
Like every day, we would find like new little holes from the termites.
Highland Homes supposedly told them they were seeing ants, not termites. The Grands started documenting the bugs both inside and outside. Highland refused to see the growing problem.
That's why we didn't want to talk to them anymore after that, saying, no, you don't have any problem. No, the termite, they are not termite, it's ants. Okay, that's termite, but they are only here. No.
So the Grands had an independent inspection done in April of 23. Their home was actively infested with Formosan termites, the most aggressive kind of the bug. Could the termites have spread to other homes?
One morning, we woke up, we had like a basket right here, right under here, a basket full of water because it was raining the night before. And here is exactly where the big termite nest is in the attic.
Leaks in the roof had sent streams of water into the house, making the termite invasion even worse. And then the family began getting sick.
My wife started to cough, and 2 mornings she's starting to had some blood coming out, and our kids were also having fevers.
In May, the kids' pediatrician was treating them for illnesses brought on by mold, he said. And it's not the first time we've heard that story.
I have so many clients that they're having life-altering health issues with their children, even very, very small children.
The Grands moved out a long time ago, but we went to their mold contamination expert, Linda Laver of AQ Testing.
So when you have termites, that means you have moisture. And so then we did some testing. We identified some mold.
But Linda saw other dangerous warning signs. The vinyl flooring, she said, was coming up. The slab was obviously wet and moldy too. That led to tests on the concrete. It's hard to believe the Highland House of Horrors got worse, but it did.
We've discovered that the slab and the concrete they use is really porous and had a really bad quality.
Linda says it allowed water to seep in and weaken the entire foundation.
This house is kind of a perfect storm. They have significant foundation issues. They've got the mold issues, and they've got the termite issues.
Imagine stepping into a new home that's truly yours, crafting every detail to fit your vision.
Highland Homes is a Plano, Texas company. In business for 40 years, according to Builders Magazine, it builds more than 3,000 homes a year in Texas. Look, right now it's building homes in neighborhoods all around the Houston area.
And at Highland Homes, it's how trust is built.
How can you say it? Trustful? Is that a really trustful builder?
Highland Homes won't talk to us about the horror story unfolding in Cane Island, but we found a pattern emerging with these builders. Like other builders, they wanted to keep our video from being seen publicly if they settle the case before it aired. Too late.
It was a dream, yeah. It was a dream, and now, it's a nightmare.
So their house is uninhabitable.
Even worse than a nightmare.
The Grants hired attorney Ernest Freeman. He's been studying the defects in Highland Homes.
We represent at any given time a number of homeowners in this area that have Highland Homes, and we get a lot of calls about that builder.
It's what happens when you buy a house and can't seem to get the problems fixed before you move in.
We don't think they properly treated the foundation or beneath the foundation. We believe that Highland failed to take early preventative measures in the construction of the house to, guard against wood-eating insects, to include termites.
It's a long and often expensive fight to get justice. In addition to the termites, the mold, the foundation, experts found even more defects. Can you believe? A sagging ceiling, unsealed windows, misaligned doors. A consultant hired to figure out how much it would cost to repair the house, if it's possible, says it may cost more than $737,000.
Through no fault of Mr. and Mrs. Grant. They didn't cause these problems. It's completely on the builder, and the builder should take responsibility for it. And we'll make sure that they do.
The Grants' lawsuit against Highland Homes alleges negligence, breach of contract, common fraud. Grant says he now has evidence Highland Homes didn't fully treat the frame of the house for mold. Quoting, mold proliferation in the home is believed to be the product of building science defects, leading to excess high humidity and condensation. Here's an indication the Grants' foundation issues may not be a one-off. Look at this 2024 Better Business Bureau complaint about another Highland home. Foundation settling, the ceiling cracking, cement already breaking away from the slab. Sound familiar?
Because it has been an emotional journey, very hard. Now my money is almost gone. When you face this hard kind of situation, that's hard. That's hard as a father.
Right.
Highland Homes isn't the only builder being sued for moldy homes. The problem is widespread. Texas lawmakers need to start paying attention.
I don't know how we get these builders to start building better homes and being aware of the damage they're causing. It's in the long run, what we have is a health crisis and a financial crisis. Families fall apart under this kind of pressure.
Because right now I'm not free. I'm paying every month a very big mortgage, while paying also a second rental, while paying everything. So I'm not free. It's been 2 years that we are fighting for it. So I hope the future will be brighter.